Salutations friends, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be answering your questions, little chit chat. I'm going to be going through some older comments that I've gotten the past few weeks and kind of delving and deep diving into some of them. So let's go. Now I like doing these types of videos because I only have, because taking care of my mom, which I love doing, I don't have a problem with doing, and just everything else I have to do in regards to filming and work and things like that, I don't have a lot of time to sit down and respond to comments. I try and do it at least twice a week for a few hours a day. But what I like to do is to read through some comments and actually sit down and chat with you guys and answer them and kind of go in depth. Now, I've been doing these videos for I think over a year now, and they're really something that I enjoy doing. So I have a bunch of comments I'm going to get into. These videos can be on the longer side, and sometimes these comments can be really fun, or sometimes they can be really like, I can go in depth for like controversial topics. But the comments that I have chosen are more on the fun, lighthearted, and informative side. So I don't think we're gonna get into any juicy tea today. So the first comment I have comes from Elsie Ramirez, and it's from my Nishane Oolong Cha review. And she said, great review, thank you very much. I'm reading from my phone, by the way, that's why I'm looking down. And she's asked, I don't suppose you happen to have a recommendation for an unsweetened Earl Grey with milk kind of fragrance. Now, I love Earl Grey tea. I love to drink it, and it is a note, bergamot specifically, I love in tea fragrances because it kind of mimics that beautiful, milky, creamy, bright citrusy tea that's really delicious. I would say the closest that I've smelled personally to a true Earl Grey tea fragrance would be Earl Grey tea from Demeter. It doesn't have too much of a milky note, but it's not too sharp and not too green. It's not the best in regards to performance, but it is the truest Earl Grey tea fragrance that I've smelled currently. And you can find it for a steal. I mean, full price for an ounce, you're looking at spending like 20 bucks. You can get bigger bottles for 40. You can get small sample sizes, and you can find them on like Amazon, FragranceNet, or Max Aroma, sometimes all these other places for like pennies on the dollar. You can find like a large bottle of it for like 15 bucks. So I would say try that fragrance. I do really like it. It is one I wear a bunch. Now Oslo, on an older haul from I think a month ago or a little over a month ago, they comment, I think it's on my gross fragrance haul and life update. They comment, oh, I'm so happy to hear your mom is doing better. Virtual hugs. Thank you. So let me guys give you a little update on my mom, since a lot of you guys know what happened or have asked about her. I get comments all the time, practically every day, asking how she's doing or being happy that she's well. TLDR, we got into a pretty traumatic car accident at the very beginning of January, and my mom took the brunt of the damage. She was in the hospital, in the ICU on life support, and she was released from the hospital after 2 months, and she's been at home healing and recovering. So there was about 2 to 3 weeks in there where I actually thought she was going to pass away. And that's kind of like why I had this hiatus on my channel where I wasn't posting. I was living in the hospital. But today it was great because we actually went on an excursion that wasn't leaving the house and going to the doctors. We actually went out and we like checked the internet to make sure there wasn't going to be a lot of traffic in regards to the restaurant, and we actually went out to eat. And that was really great because she has pretty major PTSD with getting in cars and driving in cars, obviously. And this is something that we're working for. We're going to find her therapy and stuff so she can work through this. She knows this is an issue, but we're trying to get in cars and go out and just live a normal life so that way she can move past the psychological part of the accident, because healing wise she's doing amazing. She's still going to need one more major surgery, probably within 4 to 6 months. That's the soonest she can get it done, is in 4 months. So there's going to be one more surgery, and then there's going to be a recovery period of that, and then we're going to have completely moved past it. But right now we had a really nice time. We had a beautiful lunch. We had some sushi. I had my hamachi kama. I had a little bit of sake, so I'm in a little bit of a mood right now, which is a good mood. And overall it was really good. She's doing fantastic. She's healing, she's moving, her Her demeanor is great. You know, her spirits are up. Obviously, it's hard because she is up here. She is like 6 hours away from her grandkids and her other daughter, and I know that she loves me, but she misses Rachel, who's my sister, and my 2 nephews, her grandkids, you know, and Rachel's husband, Stavo. Like, she misses the other half of her family. And so we're trying to get her to the point where if we can drive her down there, or getting her healthy enough where she would be comfortable driving. But one step at a time, baby steps. But she's doing great, she's moving forward, and we're really proud of her. She's been fantastic. I thought this was funny. This is on an old video. It's like my second collection video. Every few years I try to do a collection update. I did one beginning of last year, so I'm gonna wait a while until I redo these cabinets. That's on the agenda for either this year or the beginning of next year, to completely redo this room, like rip out the carpet, redo the floors, paint everything, probably bust a wall down. Like, I have plans for this room and my fragrance cabinet, which is why I'm sitting on the floor, because right now this is a good middle ground until I get this area set up how I want it to be. Because this is also my office too, where I work. I've got my computer over here where I do all my graphic art and, you know, my business stuff, not fragrance YouTube related, because YouTube is a hobby, not my business, not my job. So my work area is over here. So we're gonna set this up and make this a more permanent, better setup, which is why it looks all janky right now. But C. O'Neill on that old video was my second updated storage collection video. And C. O'Neill writes, "Beautiful collection, thank you so much. And oh yes, my cat loves to eat plastic grocery bags." So I feel like most of my life, like half of my life, is chasing around my cat screaming, "Don't eat that, it's not for cats," or "Don't eat that, we don't eat plastic." Like, I chase my cats around. And we do, like, so if you guys didn't know, if you're new to my channel, I have 8 cats. Now, we also have 9 cats because we're watching my mom's cat too. My house, I wouldn't say is huge. It's about 3,600 square feet. You know, it's pretty big in certain areas and pretty small in different areas. So for the amount of cats I have, I do have a lot of cats, but I'm not holed up in like an apartment or a small condo. They have enough room to roam. We do a really good job, my husband and I. We clean the house, we vacuum the house. You would think my house would smell like cats. It actually doesn't. I do a really good job of keeping everything clean, keeping the kitties clean, keeping, you know, everything separate and things like that. But one thing I can't manage to do is to stop them from eating plastic, because my cats are idiots and they're also really smart. They know how to open doors. They know how to open cabinets. They know where to go to get to things. So even if I have an Amazon purchase and the box is closed and it's not opened and there's no food in there, it might be, you know, like cat litter, or it might be some tech stuff from my husband or some stuff from the house. We just recently redid, or my husband recently redid, all the wiring in the house for new air conditioning. We have a whole new setup done. And they will chew through the box, open the box, stick their head in, grab the plastic, you know, like the void fill, like the bubble wrap or whatever, pull it out and just start gnawing on it. So no plastic is in the house, or they're able to get to. They just manage to get to the plastic. And I don't understand. And I'm like, we keep the plastic bags away. We try to keep plastic away from them. They find ways to eat plastic, and I don't know why, because I will give them food. I will give them treats. I will give them food. We will give them catnip. They have so many cat toys. We keep the house clean so it doesn't smell like, you know, like a cat house. It smells like a house. But we don't understand what drives them to open an Amazon package filled with wire and chew through the box like when we're asleep and go and try to eat the plastic. And we're just like, why do you do this? Why do this? My cats are both smart and stupid. But yes, my entire life is chasing around my stupid cat, screaming at them, "Please do not eat that, it's not for kitties." So I understand. This comment is from Eddie, and it's on sharing my entire Xerjoff fragrance collection, and I get this all the time. So I'm not in any way upset, or, you know, this doesn't bother me. These types of comments don't bother me. And Eddie says, who are you looking at? You're supposed to look straight at the camera. So I don't know if you can see my little face right there. So a little bit, and I've had people comment on this, and some of you guys have defended me, so thank you, but let me just kind of talk to you guys about it. I wear big old glasses. They're huge glasses. I wear big glasses because of my weird eye problem. So one of my eyes is farsighted, one of my eyes is nearsighted. And so I have progressive lenses, and in order for me to have a proper prescription where I don't get headaches, I need to have very large glasses. When I have smaller glasses, my prescriptions don't last as long. I have to get a new prescription every 6 to 8 months because once the little eye changes, it throws everything out of whack. It's really stupid. I also have a lazy eye, which some of you guys have commented on, and at this point I've had it my entire life. I'm used to it. So, and when I get headaches, this eye will go down this way. When I get headaches, when I get tired, it happens. So I have these glasses on, and sometimes you'll see my glasses like this, sometimes you'll see my glasses like this. It just depends on what I'm doing. As you can see right now, one of my eyes is already kind of doing its own little thing. I don't have a problem with this. I'm not self-conscious about it. Earlier on in my life, when I was made fun of it in like kindergarten and elementary school, I had an issue with it, but it's something that I know that I have, and I could get surgery for it, but to be perfectly honest, I don't dislike glasses. I actually like my face a lot better with glasses, so since I don't need personally for my own self-confidence, I don't need to get surgery. I'm perfectly happy, but I know that sometimes this eye will get a little wonky. Now, the reason why talking about this is going into talking about looking at the camera is currently right now I'm filming on an iPad Pro. Before I was filming on my phone. I'm working on investing. I'm trying to figure out what DSLR camera I want to get to change because I've talked about this forever, but in getting ready to do this room, because this is a big thing, since this will be a permanent work studio for me, and YouTube is a hobby, it is not my work, it is not my job, but it is a hobby that I love doing, and this is a collection of mine, and I do want this a specific way. I'm slowly transitioning from this being me being more relaxed with my channel in regards to production and being a little bit more professional. So I'm looking into getting a better camera. I don't know if I want to spend $1,600 on a camera or if I'm going to spend $5,000 on a camera. I've been looking at cameras. My budget, I don't want to go more than $5,000 for a camera. And I would use this camera not just for filming, but for my other job in regards to product photography and other things that I do. Because like I said, I do own like 2 different businesses, and I have I get royalties from other projects and things that I have from like 5 or 6 different places. I have my hands in a lot of different pots. So this camera wouldn't be, I'm investing for my YouTube channel. It's a investment in my business that I would use for YouTube. So my budget, if we could keep it in the lower end, would be great, but if we need to go up to say like $5,000, we can. It's not a big deal. We had the budget for it, we have the money for it. If we don't have to pay for it, that would be great. That being said, with a DSLR, and I filmed on a DSLR a few times, it's just, I'm so used to filming and editing an iMovie, and I need to get better with using better software. I just decided to use my iPad Pro to film. Now, I've tried switching it the other way so I know where to look in regards to looking like I'm looking at you guys. And this is a very common criticism that I get on my channel, and I don't have an issue with the criticism. I know I look off camera, I get distracted, I'm like a goldfish, but I have to focus too much on a specific area that sometimes my eye goes down real fast. I'll watch a video and I can watch my lazy eye go down. With the viewfinder like this, somewhere over here, in this general area, is where I need to look. The problem is I get distracted, so I find that if I look at myself straight on when I film, I can better concentrate and film and not look around like this. And also I'm not putting too much strain on my eye that my eye won't go down. So I do know that me not looking at you guys is kind of breaking the immersion experience. I do know it's unprofessional. It's really not what I should do. But because of my eye situation, and I don't think you guys want to watch my eye like go down to the floor practically, this is how I'm filming right now. So a lot of people have said, why aren't you looking at the camera? It's so unprofessional to like look off. Like, why are you staring at yourself? You're a narcissist. And I figured, sit down and talk to you guys. Now I'm talking to you guys about a flaw in my body, which is my little bit of a lazy eye, and it's dealing with my nearsighted, farsighted, weird eyesight. And a lot of people too also comment on my glasses. They say they look big, they're grandma glasses, and you know what, honestly, I love those types of glasses. I like my glasses. But I do know for the most part they are oversized, and there's a reason for that. I don't lose any sleep. I don't feel bad about my eyesight. It's something that if I were younger, if I were 5 or 6, I would probably cry. But I know it's a part of me. I know it's a part of me, and it's something I'm comfortable with. I don't have any issue with it. And I know that I could fix it if I wanted to. I don't. I don't lose any sleep. I don't lose any confidence over the fact that, yeah, sometimes I have a little bit of a wonky eye. But that is the reason why I film the way that I do and why I don't look at the camera. Is because for the current equipment that I have, it's just, this is the way that it works for me, so where it's not so totally apparent. And there have been times that I've filmed and I've edited a video and it's been it's gone a little crazy. The eye's gone on a bit of a road trip and I've been like, whatever. Or there's been other times I've decided to take a nap and refilm. It just depends on how I feel. But if you're wondering why I look off camera, I'm not looking directly at you guys when I film, that's the reason why. Tessa Grace commented on my 10 favorite designer fragrance videos, will you do an update on most complimented fragrances? I will. I think I did one, I forget the last time I did one. I think it was within a year. I don't like to do those videos too often. And the reason why I don't know if I really need to do an updated video is because of the current state of the world and the pandemic. I haven't really left my house. Like I lived at the hospital and then I would come home. So I haven't been to many places where I have been in a situation where I could get complimented scents. When I do my complimented videos, I like to do complimented videos based on fragrances I get compliments on. So that's why there's big, giant spaces of time between those videos. And for me, it's also the type of compliment. So is it a compliment from my mom? Is it a compliment from a family member or a close friend? Or is it an unsolicited compliment from a stranger? For me, when I think about complimented fragrances, I view unsolicited compliments from strangers and possible people that you want to impress, friends, associates that you work with, love interests. Those are usually the most important. And I haven't been in a situation to receive compliments. I do get compliments from, like, if I wear terracotta de parfum, I will always get an unsolicited compliment on that. Generally, if I wear Lust from Guerrilla Perfumes, I'll probably get some random gentleman pulling me aside, asking me what I'm wearing so he can buy it for his wife or girlfriend. That's happened more times than I can count on 2 fingers or 2 hands. But I've already mentioned those. I've already talked about those. So I'd have to sit and think within the last few years if there's any additional fragrances, because I don't want to sit here and say this fragrance will get you compliments, because I don't truly know if it will. You know, I don't know because I haven't gotten compliments on them. But I haven't been in a situation to wear fragrances to get the type of compliments where I would feel comfortable saying this fragrance will get you compliments, because of I've been living at home. But if I do get enough, if I do get unsolicited compliments from people that I think would genuinely be appropriate to put on I get compliments on this fragrance list, these fragrances might get you compliments because I've gotten compliments, I will definitely do an updated video, but don't expect it this year. It'll probably be sometime next year. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I know we had some fun comments, we had some deeper comments. I just figured I'd sit down and answer, and some of these comments I thought were important to talk about, and some of these comments were just fun. So I hope you enjoyed this video. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I don't know, I say video so much. I hope you enjoyed it. I've been drinking too much coffee. This is like, look at this giant rooster mug. Oh wait, you can't see the rooster. I drank like 4 of these today, so I am caffeinated. And I had sake at lunch, so it's been a day. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. As always, guys, if you like these videos, if you like this type of content, make sure to give this video a thumbs up. If you don't like this type of content, or you don't like my videos, or you don't like my face, that's fine too. There is a downvote button. Feel free to press whichever thumb up or thumb down that makes your heart sing. As always, guys, I hope you guys are all happy and healthy and have a great day, month, year, whatever, and I will see you next time. Bye.